Made by Quezzy.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
Let's go, let's You know you watching, you know you watching that Worm Show. You know you watching, you know you watching that Worm Show. You know you watching, you watching that Worm Show.
What?
You know you watching.
What's up?
You ready to take off?
Let's do this.
Yo, check it. Great rise and wake your butt up. Today is the day we rise to the top. Keep on believing and you can't be stopped. Wake up Miami and give it all you got. Together we host so we can excel. I'm Andre Soul.
And I'm Lenise Rochelle.
And in case you want to
Act as if you don't know.
you're watching the Wake Up
Miami
Miami
Morning
Morning Show.
Show.
Let's go, y'all. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up, y'all. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up, y'all. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it, pump, 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 pump it on up. Wake it up now. Wake it, wake it, wake it, wake it on up now. Wake it, wake it, wake it, wake it on up now. Wake it, wake it.
Oh.
That part. Wake
Did
it,
I
wake
send
it
you-
on up.
Did I send you something yesterday that I saw? I think so. That it was like somebody had the Gorilla Glue in their hand and then had a little jewel that they must have got from their little princess set for their daughter.
Do me a favor. Go give me a piece of tape, please. Go give me a piece of tape.
I was editing some photos and I put Dre right here. I said, look, Dre, hit a black diamond.
You know where
right
the tape
here
is,
for
right? You don't
you.
know where the tape at? The tape right there where it's always at. Right up there, right up there. Yeah, my man.
God. Great rising too, y'all.
Great rising,
How you doing?
How y'all doing today? So, you know, in lieu of, what's his name? Lil Uzi Vert? Which one? Which one should I do?
Who's the one that did it?
Lil Uzi Vert.
Well, I can never remember
And
that.
since Mama Bear is in the building, she the one who brought the story to our attention.
God.
Me, I'm eccentric. I like to do things. So, I feel like this.
Lord.
My company is a rare pink diamond. I feel like that. If I don't feel like that, I don't think no one else will. So because I think that my company is all of that, guess what?
Go ahead.
I'm getting the eye implanted on my forehead. That's right, a tattoo of an eye right here to let y'all know I'm woke.
Okay, all right. Tattoo.
I'm
of the
woke. Right. This is $1 billion company.
There you go.
The rarest of them all.
Okay.
Not too many black media companies exist that do what we do. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's my word.
It's my word.
What's going on, y'all? Great rising, great rising. This is Andre Soul. So y'all just need to get your big shout out to everybody watching. If you receive your notification, please share. Because you care. Letting people know we are here. I know it's
Shout
corny,
out to
but
all
hey,
you people
it doesn't
over
matter.
there on the social medias,
Social media.
Instagrammers,
Yeah, Instagram.
you Facebookers,
Facebook,
you
YouTubers.
and you Video Mix TV family.
What's going on, Video Mix TV
What's
fam?
up?
How y'all doing?
What's up to y'all?
Have you hugged yourself today?
Yes.
Stretch up a morning, y'all. That feel good.
It does,
Like when I
always.
do that, yeah.
Ooh, have you said thank you?
Have you said
to
thank
the
you
universe?
and been happy and stretching? And
If you happy and you know it.
I do want to take a moment of silence,
Yes.
right
Sure.
quick, because we had a family member passed away. I got the news this morning,
Oh well.
and I want to send a big shout out to Bruce Bryant, and condolences to the family that is the aunt of my son, and yeah, I got to beat it from a child. You understand what I'm saying? Got to beat it from a child. And we just want to send a moment of silence for her. She passed away last night. Ashe. So yeah, just you never. This is what I want to say right before we continue on. You need to, or you should try to, tell people you love them before they depart, and try to have good energy and good spirit with people, because you never know when you're gonna go.
Give
you
people
never
their
know.
flowers
You
right
never know
now.
when somebody's gonna transcend to, and it's okay. They transcend into a whole nother universe. They are in great hands, not good. They're in the ultimate hands. So I understand. So we bask in that, and we reminisce over them, but we move forward, because that is what we must do, and that is what they would want us to do. So that part, that's what it is. Big shout out to the people who are watching online right now. Who we got right here? Who we got? Well, we got some folks on here today. Great Rising Natasha. Great Rising Ty Rachel. Margaret Murphy.
Margaret?
What's going on?
Diana
Hicks. Hey, Diana. I said Great Rising to you. I ain't get to say Great Rising to everybody.
What's
Joe. What's up, good brother Joe? Asia Fidel. Who else? Okay, and that's it. That's who we got rocking with us right now. So big shout out to y'all. And let's continue. Let's carry on. Let's go into. Look at that. That look dope. My third eye, right?
You look crazy.
That's okay. That little bit of tape ain't
But
no good.
it's working.
My forehead greasy and that tape is not sticking. That part. Positive affirmations.
It is now time for positive affirmations.
Okay. Positive affirmations are thought processes saying that one state of themselves that may or may not be true. However, upon constant repetition saying these things over and over and over again, they align themselves with your will and become your reality. Our positive affirmation is a thought of a way of saying things and doing things different, because positive affirmations also include not only sayings but a thought process, thinking something over and over again. So our positive affirmation for today is: replace "I'm sorry" with "thank you." Replace "I'm sorry" with "thank you." For example, instead of saying "sorry I'm late," you're going to say what?
Thank you for waiting for me.
Thank you for your patience.
Yes.
So it is a way of aligning ourselves and just having that attitude of gratitude, but shifting your paradigm. If you change yourself, you change your outcomes. That's a fact. So that's our positive affirmation for the day. Replace "I'm sorry" with "thank you."
Yeah, because you're not a sorry person.
Right. You're not sorry.
You're not a sorry person.
Right.
Just like when people say, I'm broke, man, I'm broke. You're not broke. Meaning when you don't have money, your money waiting on you. You're waiting on your income.
Yeah.
You're waiting.
Yeah.
You know, you have to internalize these
You'll
things.
be
Change it
surprised
around.
over the power of the tongue. What you say out your mouth is very, very critical.
Yeah.
Oh man, somebody might steal that. You thought it already. You done already gave it the energy.
So it's gonna happen.
So it could happen, right? Because you already done gave it energy, right? Don't say that. Like, why even say it? If you know that and you trust that, don't even say it. Certain things just don't need to be said because you don't want that energy. And sometimes a thought, if you're thinking something, because people tend to think negatively, and you know you're thinking something, be like, I'm not going to think that. That's negative. I'm going to think positive on the action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a conscious effort to think positive, or just as soon as you say it out your mouth, correct it.
Because even if something does happen, right? If you're thinking positive, the blow of it is less than if you're thinking negative of it. Think about it. Just think about that. Just think about that. Let that marinate for a minute. Yep, that part.
So today, actually this week, all this week, is eating disorder week. So highlighting on eating disorders. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I don't like to. It's a negative. Can be a negative thing, right? You have an eating disorder.
What is it?
Means
eating disorder?
your body is out of order, or your mind is out of order rather, because it all starts in the mind, right? So when we're talking about an eating disorder, sometimes it's bulimia, where you're throwing up, being bulimic, or which causes anorexia, or eating too much, like stress, emotional eating, and things of that nature. But so that's focus of this week. But what I want to focus on today is
I was thinking a lot of people got eating disorders like a mug.
I did some emotional shopping in the grocery store yesterday. Yes, I did. I might be giving that pound of fudge away. Anyway, so don't say nothing, Jay. So anyway, also in today's National Day, I wanted to highlight there's a condition that is out that I did not know. And doing these national days brings my attention to a lot of different things. So encephalitis. Encephalitis is actually an inflammation of the brain, or dubbed brain on fire. There are so many symptoms of encephalitis. I'll start with a few of them. Let's see. Headache, fever, aches in your joints and your muscles, fatigue, weakness. It causes confusion, seizures. If you have loss of sensation or paralysis in maybe your face or your body, where you think that you may be having a stroke, that could be a sign of encephalitis.
Why you keep saying encephalitis? I thought it's encephalitis.
Because the Americans say encephalitis. British says encephalitis. Look that up. So I know what I'm talking about. I'm saying it with conviction. You understand? I'm not stumbling on it. Ragging on me.
Encephalitis, like.
Yes, encephalitis.
When in Rome, as the woman, encephalitis.
Also, memory problems, things of that nature. Now, not to create any hypochondriacs, because a lot of times people will say, oh, I'm having this, I must have that. No, that doesn't necessarily mean that. It's just to make you aware of this condition that is going around, especially with these illnesses, influenza, when you catch the flu. A lot of times your head feels like migraines. I've never experienced a migraine, nor do I ever wish to. I've seen people who go through that. There's a lot of things that happen in the brain, and if not treated or paid attention to, then it can become fatal. So again, it's not anything to scare anybody. It's just to put you aware that this condition, encephalitis or encephalitis, tomato, is out there.
So let me ask a question.
There's actually a film in a book called Brain on Fire.
Can masks bring this on possibly from pulling of the ears here like that?
Not pulling of the ears. But the
ears are constantly breathing.
The breathing. You're restricting yourself from breathing. Yeah, there's a lot of things, especially like with COVID going on, where our breathing is, we're actually when you're breathing back into yourself, isn't that like creating like carbon monoxide?
Well, it could be, yes. Yes, that could be carbon monoxide. If you can say encephalitis, I can say carbon monoxide.
Knock yourself out.
But yeah, I get it though. Yeah. I do understand that. Wow, that's deep. That's deep because maybe that could be the cause of an aneurysm too, right?
Correct. Like there's other symptoms to pay attention to, like in your children, if they body stiffness, irritability, poor eating habits, changes in your behavior as well. When you're up and then all of a sudden you're really down, just pay attention to your body.
Rubbing my head, right, my neck, right, making sure it doesn't trapped off in there outside of the genius that I am.
That's it.
All right, time for us to take this commercial break, y'all. Y'all know y'all watching the Worms. We'll be right back. Make sure you share. Let everybody know we're here. And we're going to be right back after this commercial break. You watching that Worms show.
Listen, here's the facts. COVID-19 is real. I know what we need to do. I know the health disparities in our community, the Black community, is fairly high.
We must put trust, confidence, and faith in those that are trained to lead, guide, and to direct us whenever there is a health disparity in our community, in our society, such as the corona-19.
Now, if you don't trust the vaccine, I encourage you to do your research. Speak to your physician, speak to your healthcare professional, speak to your pastor. Once you decide to get it, reach out to the city of Miami, because we're trying to get the vaccine to the populations that need it most.
Our president has taken the vaccine. Our vice president, she has taken the vaccine. Many of our first responders have also taken the vaccine. I want to encourage you, do your part, get vaccinated, and let's defeat COVID-19.
We're not going to stop the pandemic, but what we can do is help you protect yourself and protect your loved ones. Now is the time. So think a moment and think about yourself. Talk to the ones who you trust, and then call the city of Miami so that we can get to you and give you an opportunity to do what's necessary.
Girl, I knew I had to have you. I wanted to grab you in my warm embrace. Visions of your lovely face. You know why? All my love is for you, yeah. Whatever you want, I will do.
Don't give no more, don't give no more. Don't give no more.
You're the only one I want in my life.
Listen.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? We watching the Wolves, baby, and we out of the studio.
We are on location right here in Lorna's Grill in Miami Gardens.
Yeah.
They are having a special event here right now. Support
For this guy.
Isaac Wright. He's
yeah.
running for New York City mayor, and
Yeah.
he's down here in Miami.
Yeah.
Doing a tour.
Doing this thing. So we here to, just see what he's talking about. But before we talk to him and get to that, we want to talk to MC ADE. If y'all don't know him, that's Jam Rock Express. That's the man right there. What's going on, good brother?
What's going on, baby? What they do? I do music and I produce it on her. And we just actually, like I said, we just came out the studio today and we did a song. It's called Gotta Have Gold. Right?
Gotta have gold.
Gotta have gold.
Gotta have gold.
You know what I'm saying? And we're actually going to perform it here tonight.
Okay.
It fits this perfect setting. And really, I came up with this song because, watching TV and, it was some months ago. It was like when George Floyd got killed, we had the pandemic, and we got Black Lives Matter, we got Antifa, we got all this stuff going on. And I'm looking at the TV, and it was just so much and overwhelming, and I was like, yo, people need to just tune out this noise, you know what I'm saying, and get focused, focus on, you and your family and what's good for you all. What are your goals,
All right, so we here live
Yes.
with another artist.
Welcome
What
back.
your name is, what? I can't hear you, what?
Love you.
I say it again, what?
Love you.
My bad. That means we love color. He think he's slick. He tried to get himself a name that he thought nobody, but I'm woke, bruh. Bro, right here, look right here, bro.
You got a pink diamond?
I got right there, bro. I got
Diamond.
a black diamond. You can't see it, bro. Nah, I love the kids. I love young brothers, man. I got his back.
Now you are here in support of Isaac Wright in your performance. So tell us a little bit about you. That's what's up.
I can't hear. Young people don't like to talk. They don't like to talk. Young people don't like to talk. They be like, yeah. They got hand signals now. They be like,
but I tell you what.
and they be talking to each other. I heard his manager.
Livestone Management.
Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. So where can people find your music at?
SoundCloud, YouTube, Love You, L-U-V.
Love you. L-O-V-E?
L-U-V.
L-U-V. H-U-E. L-U-V. H-U-E. Y'all make sure y'all look out for the brother. And check out, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna invite him to the Wombs, baby. Come on.
Show.
Listen,
we just kicking
y'all
it.
Can see her face right now. Y'all can see her face. Hilarious.
She's like,
This is my motto. When kids aggravate you and they get on your nerves, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't trip them. Just get on their last nerve as much as you can. Big shout out to Asia Fidel. We love you, Asia. She is our music person. She is just our intern trainee. She is beautiful. She does marketing. She is so cute.
Thank you for stepping in and learning.
Come here. Can you bring your cheeks? Can we put your cheeks on the camera?
Oh, come on.
Come
cheeks.
on. Let me just see your cheeks. Come here, moo.
So cute. Look at her. She's like, oh.
I love my kids, man. I do.
Really?
I'm just giving my son a break because you know what happened. But other than that, boy, I love my kids. I love my children.
He's looking interesting right now.
Lucky Phoenix ain't here. I'll punch him in the head. Nice too. Zaniyah's too. Zaniyah's getting
all the chitlins.
Louis, Benjamin, Talia, all y'all.
All the chitlins.
All y'all. No,
yeah,
Talia's a tribe around
Talia's
here.
been an angel.
Look, she put, oh my God. Yo, what's up, James Prophet? Thanks for joining us. Thank you to
everybody who's tuning in right now.
Word.
So let's kick it right on over to what's happening in the community.
Community radar.
Why you gotta spit with it?
Ain't no spit coming out.
Yeah, it's like a sprinkler.
I don't feel nothing. She just said that. Y'all seen it on camera?
I did see it. You got some lint on your mustache. Anyway, so.
No, I don't. She just saying whatever.
So what's happening in the community? All right, so there's an event that is going on by the Hungry Black Man. It is called The Solution, a rally of economic and social innovation for and by Black Miami-Dade. That is happening Saturday, February 27th. That is this Saturday?
This Saturday.
This Saturday. Ooh, Happy New Year, y'all. Okay, so from 3 to 8 p.m., it's an outside event. However, yes, bring your mask. Masks need to be worn. It's honoring Black history with the entire family, featuring socially distanced activities, food, children's games, and motivation to change our communities for good. That address is 937 Northwest 3rd Avenue, Miami 33136. For more information and details, go to www.cfbi.com.
www. Washington McAllister, The Gym, and EYEURBAN TV presents the B2C, Business to Consumer Experience, Saturday, March 27th, 2021, from 12 noon to 6 p.m. at the OPAC, Overtown Performing Arts, 1074 Northwest 3rd Avenue, Miami, Florida. Now, what is the B2C experience? What is the Business to Consumer Experience? It is generally, or what one might call, a pop-up. It is a pop-up, but it's more than just a pop-up and shop. This is a pop-up and market, a pop-up and give exposure, a pop-up and network, a pop-up and scale. It's all about moving a business forward, not just talking about moving a business, but aligning people with the right individuals and the right people and people with the know-how to actually scale a business. But there would be a business card raffle, vending opportunities, brand exposure, artists, light refreshments, and a lit DJ, which is yours truly, me, rocking on the ones and twos. This is primarily for business, for startups, businesses seeking options and greater brand awareness. This is the business building event for you. So, I would give out some numbers. Yesterday we got a call that was just like ridiculous, okay? And
go ahead, give it out.
The number that I'm going to give out is my number, okay? So y'all call, no. The number is 786-301-7344, 786-301-7344, or 786-720-5575, or email EYEURBANTV@gmail.com.
Yes, yes.
And yes, that's the time it is. So make sure that you go and become a part of these things. And we got some more stuff coming up too.
And remember, you saw the details on the flyer. If you miss your opportunity to get a vending table, you have an opportunity to do presentation, to get your business card and your information into the swag bags, all of those details. You can be a part of this event no matter what.
Yes, you can be a part.
You too can be a part of this.
You too can be a part.
Yes. Also on our community radar, we have some special guests that are going to be joining us this week.
Yay.
Yay. So tomorrow we have a very lovely lady, Dr. Rashida Jackson.
Yes.
She is a life coach and business consultant. A plethora of other things that she also does, functions that she's a part of in organizations that she will share with us tomorrow. So you want to make sure that you tune in for our Wealth Wednesday segment tomorrow, February 24th, which actually happens to be my mama's birthday.
Happy birthday, Mama. Happy early birthday.
Her and her twin.
And then on Friday, the 26th, we have Marlon Hill Esquire, who's going to be coming and talking to us about some of the things that's going on with the business, economic impact here in downtown and around surrounding areas. So yeah, we're going to be talking to him and what he has coming up. He also ran for county commissioner, but was unsuccessful in his attempt. But yeah, he will be here, and we're going to be chopping it up.
What type of attorney is he? What type of attorney?
But now I know you know.
I might have some questions.
Okay.
I'm gonna save my questions for Friday, though.
Friday.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I got some questions.
That
I got
part.
an attorney, but I got some questions for you.
She got an attorney. I don't have an attorney, so maybe I can utilize your services.
I got an incredible attorney. Yeah.
That part.
So what's up? Okay, so James Prophet says he will be there.
That's
at
what's
the
up, James.
all right at the B2C. Awesome.
Okay,
all right.
James.
Glow,
James,
what's
did you the
up?
one who called yesterday?
Yo, can you talk about it for a second? Because we literally got 2 minutes before a break.
Listen,
so talk about it, please.
Listen, so talk about this phone
Don't
call.
put, we
I'm not,
don't know any
put
names or
right.
nothing
Ain't
like that.
ain't
No
gonna
names,
float out
just
there.
generalize.
So we receive a call. And inside of the call, right, there is a whole bunch of question asking. Okay, so we're going to answer questions. We need to do that. These are great questions. Then it was like, oh, those are really great questions. And then it became an inundation of question asking. Like questions that weren't really relevant. And listen, at the end of the day, you're asking questions because we offer business consulting services here. If you want to consult about what to do in business, you have to pay a fee. You're not going to sit and ask the questions.
They're going to ask for job titles.
Then,
what does that title
on top of that,
entail?
say to an individual, well, I provided my number to you. Can you provide me?
No. You have to say this. They hung up in the call.
Right. Called back.
Called right back. Within a minute.
And then said, in the same breath, I gave you my personal phone number. Can you give me yours?
Your number now.
Huh? You never asked in business for a person's personal number.
You got the number that you're supposed to call me on.
Tighten up, people.
The number.
Tighten up. We are community-based
violation,
but we ain't too godly minded to be earthly bound. You understand what I'm saying? We got that life.
That part.
Can be.
Straight with it.
Salute. Anyway, we got to take a commercial break, but we're going to be right back with more of the WOM Show, so make sure y'all don't go nowhere.
Act right.
Hang around.
Stay right there.
Stick around.
Why black entrepreneurs? And the one answer that I always have when I think about that is, first of all, why not? And why do we think that a black entrepreneur is any different from a white entrepreneur? There is no difference between them other than how the system supports them.
When they say I'm a over-towner for life, they're being defiant instead of proud.
Those communities are important to me because that's where my family's from. There's a lot of history that is neglected because the neighborhoods are neglected.
I'd want the general community to know that black businesses work their asses off. We figure it out, we get the job done.
When it comes to being a black founder in Overtown is that you can do it. And when you take the steps, things align.
I literally redefined my hustle. I literally reinvented myself.
I'm more courageous than I thought that I would ever be. I'm braver than I thought that I could ever be.
Pause, I'm sorry. And Overtown has a very, very rich history of having black entrepreneurs thriving.
So there isn't, you know, Mom, what do I do? Dad, can you loan me a few $100,000?
Overtown has been overlooked by, you know, traditional financial institutions.
I think it's time for people to honor stories that are not honored.
I think entrepreneurship has a very important role to play in transforming communities.
Entrepreneurship is an equalizer.
It's that it's not a zero-sum game.
So why fight with each other about limited resources that are here? Let's focus on making resources available to all. Let's focus on leveling the playing field so everybody can be successful.
Are disrupting several systems, and particularly systems of oppression that are rooted in racism, in poverty, and just in lack of opportunity.
Right now is the time to invest in black ownership.
When you have a black entrepreneur in a black community, they hire within their community. They put money into their community. They stay in that community.
A big part of it was I was doing a lot of this in a silo, and you don't get a lot of hoorays.
What I have learned so far is that I am strong, but I'm not invincible.
We can create a mechanism where the small businesses and founders in Overtown, the black founders in particular, have political capital where they can have a voice.
My hope for the community of Overtown is that it is a vibrant, beautiful, life-bringing, uplifting community that provides opportunities for all.
I want Overtown to be this thriving black mecca.
So the vision and my hope for this work in Overtown is that we keep Overtown black. And also that we give these entrepreneurs the power that they didn't know they had before.
I just think it's important as a whole for us to keep our money circulating so we can show the power of our dollar. Like a lot of times, like we spend money on people and things that like oppress us or don't even support us.
Imagine if there were businesses all up and down that corridor and down that street. Imagine the freedom of being able to walk out of your home, walk your kid to school, and then walk to your job and work. That is American dream.
Easy, are you kidding me? Going with it, easy. Are you? Living in the things and the most, yeah. Serving in the things and the toast, yeah. I mean, I brag and boast. Gotta get thankful to be supposed to. Gotta get thankful to be supposed to. Thank you. Blessings from the right hand. We thank God for the earning, the yearnings, and just for the plus. Woo! Yes. Gratitude is a must. Yes.
That's right. Gratitude is a must. Everything. So we are grateful for you sticking around and listening to that. We're grateful for you sticking around with the Wake Up My Morning Show. So let's get into a little bit here.
Haters.
In honor of Black History Month, I want to mention somebody's birthday. Today is Louis Stokes' birthday. He was born on this day, February 23rd, in 1925, and he passed away in 2015. Why am I mentioning him? Because he is Ohio's first African-American congressman. Yeah.
Tidbit of Black history for that.
Little
for that bungie.
Little bit of history. So thank you so much for your strides.
For your stride, my brother, for your excellence.
Heavenly blessings to you.
Ashe.
That's right.
Ashe.
So let's dig in. Can we dig in?
So, yeah, let's talk about, because I thought this, when I went through Airtable, I caroused through the Airtable.
Good job, Dre.
And I saw this post.
Wow.
And I just happened, we were just talking about the Obamas.
Yep.
And how You know the way they handled their whole situation, and you know how they weren't in the media
with the teenagers,
right? How their daughters, you know, just how they and then boom, all of a sudden, this is what I read. This is what I see.
So Malia Obama joins Donald Glover in Amazon series. So she's in Harvard, right? I believe she's attending Harvard, and she is when she graduates, she got set back a year because she took some time off. But upon graduation, she already has a job. She's going to be writing with Amazon on Danny, or I keep saying Danny. Danny Glover is an actor as well. He's an actor as well. Donald Glover, not to be confused with Danny Glover. Donald Glover.
Is he any kin to Danny Glover?
You know, possibly. I don't know. Well, when they go to the family reunion, he gonna be there. So he has a new series coming out. It's called Hive, and she will be writing, one of the main writers on that particular show. Did you know that she wrote? She was a participant on Halle Berry's Extinct.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
So is she going to school for writing?
Girls, HBO show Girls.
Not for writing, but is she going to school for journalism? Is that what she's
entertainment?
Entertainment.
That's what her focus is. She says she wants to be in entertainment.
At Harvard, huh?
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah. Pretty notable.
You know, when I first saw this picture, I thought that these two had hooked up.
Right. That was the first thing I was like, oh.
I was well, I didn't know that the extent was that they actually are coming together for a show.
Yeah.
You know, but I was like, wow, these two hooked up. Would it be surprising to many if down the road that happens?
She's 22, he's 37.
Age ain't nothing but a number, a number, baby. They say.
That's what
they say.
But also, Glover is thinking about recreating the 2005. Was it 2005? Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's when that movie came out.
He wants to do the black version of it.
Do the black version.
How do I feel about that? How do I feel about that? How do I feel about that? How do you feel about that? Most people be like, yeah, you know, but listen, I mean, it's a lot more other movies we could be doing to change a paradigm and to shift our paradigm.
One to piggyback on.
You know, there are a lot of other things that could be talked about. Maybe done. Just to shift the thought process.
Yeah, Childish Gambino. That's who that is. If
Childish
Gambino. Do not know who Donald Glover is. Childish Gambino.
I think he is. And I think this is a great story because it segues into what I want to talk about, into my portion. Like, this is really good. Like, Donald Glover would be considered as a creative genius, some people might say, because he's a triple threat.
I think he is.
I don't know about sports, but I guess if a man was a triple threat, he would be an artist, an actor, and probably a sports person. That would be a triple threat for a man, right?
Politics.
Or politician, maybe, or whatever.
Activist.
Yeah. So I guess he is like of a triple threat. So, you know, his genius is that. But here's an interesting article that I run across, and this segues perfectly. Cultivating a culture of genius in black youth. Now, I ran across this. Now, when I read this topic, you know, it hit me in a few ways. Cultivating, and it says, Director Sean Frank affirms the genius of black youth culture. Okay, now here's where this part becomes interactive. If you want to know who Sean Frank is, you must Google him. Sean Frank, he is a filmmaker, he is doing some things, but affirms the genius of black youth culture. So, what struck me when I read this was like, affirms the genius, so genius of black youth culture. Are we producing geniuses? And I started saying, well, what is a genius? Right? What is a genius? A genius, right, or what is defined as genius, is a person who have superior or exemplifies superior skills, talents, and actions. So when I hear genius and culture of genius in black youth, and I say skills, yeah, they got skills. Talents, weaning a bit in my opinion, but still it's there. Actions is like, womp, 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 womp. Tell me the action of implanting a diamond in your forehead as being genius? I'm just thinking about that.
Okay.
Tell me the action of gun violence as being genius. Because this is the culture, this is the culture that I see with youth today. The act of being depressed, the act of being over emotional. Right? Are these actually genius? Because it says right here, it says actions, right?
We have consciously charged
Right.
youth today. And I think in that, what we're not being careful is to recognize that there can exist some depression. As the more that they learn the truth, there can exist some depression if that is what's highlighted, right? Because I believe in learn the truth. Just tell the truth Tuesday. Learn the truth so that you can involve yourself more for the betterment of your generation and the generations that precede you. Not to focus on the depression part about it. So being a genius for some has been depressing in their life because they feel like they stand alone.
So, who do you actually learn from? Are the youth of today taking on elders? Are they really taking on mentors? Right?
I mean,
are they?
From what I see.
Are they tackling that? Are they being a part? Are they being submissive enough for that? Will the youth of today be submissive? Now, I'm going to tell you, through the circle of brotherhood and through the organizational groups that I am, and even through my own children, the children that are around me, children always submit to a man, especially if he's a righteous man. Children have the spirit of what? Discernment. They do.
Yes.
They have that. So, Phoenix will come in here, and Phoenix, he knows I love him. He knows, but he knows that when he start doing things, I'm going to stand up as a man and be like, hey, what are you doing? And that's when he run into Tasha. Quick.
Yeah, he
and
go
Tasha be like, nah. That is the balance.
Yeah.
That is what she should do, because if she doesn't do that and she harbors him, that means that she is stopping him from the act of being disciplined. And no woman wants a child that's undisciplined. Right? So even in here, we act as a family and as a clan.
That's the creation of a leader.
Right.
Someone who is disciplined.
Someone who's disciplined.
Know
and it's
that
my
you can.
duty,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If any child step foot through this door, it's my duty to cultivate them.
It's one thing knowing that you can do
Right.
everything, but having the discipline and the discernment to take certain action, right? So there is a function organization called Black Genius. It's the first and only brand that uses the proceeds to fund Black parent advocacy for racially just schools.
Right.
So
let me read this right quick.
blackgenius.com if y'all want
It
to learn more
says,
about that.
Black children have been a major topic of many political conversations within the past 2 years. Usually these conversations are had using a variety of coded language. I heard that coded language. We have heard such terms as at youth, at risk youth, urban, inner city, and thugs. However, one term seldom heard is genius. It almost seems odd saying the phrase black genius or genius black child. We say that. I say that my children are genius, smart, and all that, but that's just me.
When we come back, we're gonna read these comments that y'all are jumping in. I see it on this conversation. Tell the Truth Tuesday. Don't go nowhere. When we come back, we'll get into that after the dance break.
After the dance battle.
I pay a therapist $150 a session to keep from jumping off the ledge and committing suicide. You really want to know what that's like? Because people take what you see on Instagram and you think that it's all peaches and cream. You don't understand, man. The whole entire world shut down for people like me. Think about Miami. Think about seeing me DJ 6 nights a week, some of the biggest clubs in the country, to nothing. You know, we talk about all the time about black men being, afraid to talk about mental health and face the stigma and deal with all that. Okay, you compound all of that with, I just turned 40 years old in the midst of a pandemic and now I gotta be on food stamps. How am I gonna pivot? What am I gonna do next?
My name is Lanice Coakley, licensed realtor in beautiful South Florida. I started as a real estate investor in 2001 when the business of buy, fix, and sell was really booming. That sparked my interest in real estate law and property management, but it wasn't until 2016 when I decided to become a licensed realtor. My desire to become a realtor stems from the passion that I have to help people realize their own dreams of freedom through home ownership. From guiding first-time home buyers to veterans to managing landlord portfolios and working closely with sellers, I am dedicated to helping anyone looking for residential or commercial property. I can be contacted by phone or text at 305-925-0958 or visit my website, realtorlanice.com. And referrals are always welcome.
I got
You ain't gonna get much out of me. My hips right now. I can do that. My hip, it's gonna work my hip out.
Oh, look.
I can't do that. I got things in here.
Look, let's go.
Make this money, take this money. Ain't no way you can take this money. Ain't money, shake it money, take it money. Now let's get it. Read what you pick. Throw my shit.
Let's shake it, shake.
Front what you look. Once you throw the hook, you proceed to get broken with the game. When the soldiers that you can't go to home run. Why big league? Why didn't God on the side for the sleep?
I'm taking your lead on this one. Ow! Is that a minute?
That's a minute, Jack.
My hip said it's a minute.
That's a minute.
My hip said can't last another minute.
I hope y'all get up and dance with us when we do that. Because it's just about closing your rings. Oh, my watch dead. I can't even close my rings.
Well, babe, I don't have one of these, so I need one of these so I can close my rings.
Close your rings.
That's it.
My watch is dead. I can't even close my daggone
Just
rings.
letting babe
Go ahead,
know.
charge it.
Just letting babe know out there.
That part.
What you got, babe?
How can one measure who is genius? It is on. Is it on? How can one measure? Is it on? Yes, it's on. Yes, Diddy Rap, yes. How can one measure, looks like a 5-year-old teacher, a 3-year-old. You know what, Kanemo?
Let's talk.
You know what, Kanemo? You get this. That's what I'm going to give you. Read it between the lines.
On his forehead.
Right, read it between the lines. Yeah, you know what? Genius is, like what is genius exactly? When your child shows exemplary, when your child shows just the ability to do something, people, they say I was a genius when I was younger because no one taught me how to play drums. I just know how to play. Mm-hmm. So I never had a lesson. They put a drum in front of me and I played it fluently.
That would cover the talents.
That would cover the talent.
Portion about genius.
Skills, that would be the skills too because the skills are playing. Mm-hmm. Actions.
The motor skills. And
my actions were genius up until I reached a certain age and then they got stupid. So that part. So that's what it is. Look, I got things in here. Hello, I got things in here. Y'all funny. Y'all are funny. Big shout out to Tierra LaCosta for joining us. Yep, Miami Gardens now. What's going on?
Hey, what's up,
family? How you doing, fam? Good to see y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. Yeah, so it's like that. But here's something before we end out I want to talk about. So Mama Bear brought to my attention right quick. She said that there was a story that happened in, what was it, Texas? I believe it was, where a lady went to work and left her children in a hotel. In Ohio. A lady went and left her children, went to work and left her children in a hotel. Now, the children, I think the oldest was 10, the youngest was 2, okay? Around that
10
area,
and 2, okay.
right? And there was probably a third child there, right? And so what happened is someone saw the children and started complaining about child neglect and called the authorities on them, etc. I guess the children was in the room, they probably was playing or whatever. Because they were in a hotel, etc., or maybe it was the cleaning staff or somebody called and said, oh, she leaving the kids, right? So what proceeded to happen was a football player.
Well, there were some people that were talking mess about it, right?
Well, first, yeah, I said that. They were talking mess, they called, and so what happened was it hit the news or whatever the case may be, and the basketball player, decided that because he went through the same thing, his mother used to leave him. My mother used to leave me too, and my brother, but my brother's 5 years older than me, donated her $5,000 and then kicked off a campaign in which she got $165,000 to get her a place to live, right?
Nice.
Now, here's the thing, black culture, and I'm speaking especially the black culture. Is it okay to leave your children at home if you don't have no babysitter, you're going through rough times, if you can't pay a babysitter because you're trying to save money to get a place, is it okay to leave your children abandoned, so to speak? Not abandoned, but leave them in a place. And my mother used to be like, don't open the door, don't touch nothing, the food will be sitting on the table cooked, you can only eat this. The only thing you can do is you can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you get some milk and cereal, that was it. You could not touch her stove, do not touch the stove, do not, your food is there, and she would have the food already, and she would go and leave us in the house by ourselves and go to work.
I was 16 when I was left home, so, that's like babysitting age. I was 6. But other than that, like early on in my life, I was never left home, so I can't really
sit down. You can't relate to that. Yeah, sit down, watch TV.
To me, it's not okay. To me, it's not okay. My opinion, nah.
Some people it's okay, and some people it's not. What do y'all feel? Do y'all feel it's okay to leave, let's say, a tenant under home by themselves? That's a good comment. So y'all think about that.
I was a latchkey kid, Miami Gardens now says.
Right. Yep. Y'all, where did I get that shirt? What, this shirt? Don't worry about it. Oh, I got it from Sweet 110, baby. Sweet 110.
Let's close out. It's been an exciting Tell the Truth Tuesday. Make sure, again, that you stay tuned for tomorrow, Wealth Wednesday, with our special guest, Dr. Rashida Jackson, life coach and business consultant. Make sure that you also follow this hashtag, Give Black, to find out what businesses for profit you can support. For profit black owned businesses, including this one that you can support. There are a plethora of them out there. Follow the hashtag Give Black. Also, you can make some money with us. We have a $25 cash referral program going on until we say it's not going on. And what does that mean? You can earn yourself $25 cash with EYEURBANTV when you refer somebody who acquires our services.
Unlimited.
That's unlimited. It doesn't have to be just one person. As many people as you refer.
It could be 100 people.
If you have somebody who should be interviewed on our show or a show topic, please hit us up on our email at wakeupmiamishow@gmail.com. That's wakeupmiamishow@gmail.com. Also, help us pay it forward. Send any dollar amount to our Cash App at $EYEURBANTV. That's $EYEURBANTV.
That part.
Yes.
And call in.
What they gotta do?
At 786-762-2079. You can call in and be heard. Give us your opinion. Give us your voice. It matters. That part. Yes. So that's it. Quick rundown, and we up out of here. We want to thank y'all for joining us, man. As we love to do it, and we'll see y'all tomorrow for Wealth Wednesday. You watch the ones. Love you. Mean it. You know what time it is.
Why black entrepreneurs? And the one answer that I always have when I think about that is, first of all, why not? And why do we think that a black entrepreneur is any different from a white entrepreneur? There is no difference between them other than how the system supports them.
When they say I'm a over-towner for life, they're being defiant instead of proud.
Those communities are important to me because that's where my family's from. There's a lot of history that is neglected because the neighborhoods are neglected.
I'd want the general community to know that Black businesses work their asses off. We figure it out, we get the job done.
When it comes to being a Black founder in Overtown is that you can do it. And when you take the steps, things align.
I literally redefined my hustle. I literally reinvented myself.
I'm more courageous than I thought that I would ever be. I'm braver than I thought that I could ever be.
Pause, I'm sorry.
And Overtown has a very, very rich history of having Black entrepreneurs thriving.
So there isn't, Mom, what do I do? Dad, can you loan me a few $100,000?
Overtown has been overlooked by, traditional financial institutions.
I think it's time for people to honor stories that are not honored.
I think entrepreneurship has a very important role to play in transforming communities.
Entrepreneurship is an equalizer.
It's not a zero-sum game.
So why fight with each other about limited resources that are here? Let's focus on making resources available to all. Let's focus on leveling the playing field so everybody can be successful.
Are disrupting several systems, and particularly systems of oppression that are rooted in racism, in poverty, and just in lack of opportunity.
Right now is the time to invest in Black ownership.
When you have a Black entrepreneur in a Black community, they hire within their community. They put money into their community. They stay in that community.
A big part of it was I was doing a lot of this in a silo, and you don't get a lot of hoorays.
What I have learned so far is that I am strong, but I'm not invincible.
We can create a mechanism where the small businesses and founders in Overtown, the Black founders in particular, have political capital where they can have a voice.
My hope for the community of Overtown is that it is a vibrant, beautiful, life-bringing, uplifting community that provides opportunities for all.
I want Overtown to be this thriving Black Mecca.
So the vision and my hope for this work in Overtown is that we keep Overtown Black. And also that we give these entrepreneurs the power that they didn't know they had before.
I just think it's important as a whole for us to keep our money circulating so we can show the power of our dollar. Like a lot of times, like we spend money on people and things that oppress us or don't even support us.
Imagine if there were businesses all up and down that corridor and down that street. Imagine the freedom of being able to walk out of your home, walk your kid to school, and then walk to your job and work. That is American dream.
Made by Quesney.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watch.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the. You watch. You watch. You watching the.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 the wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.